Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are starting it off on Dixie on a daily time frame. And as we were saying that we will more than likely probably push back off this 200 and consolidate in this triangle. Let me turn on the drawings. Inside this triangle, and the goal is this day not to lose above under 102.60. And as long as we can close as high as we can today on the daily, that will give us room for us to go sideways and up if we can hold the triangle consolidation by the end of the week. Um, if you go to the weekly real quick, you can see that this week we just rejected off the 21. Coming all the way down to like 102 is possible, but that's why I'm looking for this consolidation to go sideways here and then accumulate back up. If you go to a 4 hour, I don't want us to go under this 102.60. So that's the goal. I mean, as long as we're holding above 102.90, even better for sideways and up in this little triangle consolidation that we're making right there. Okay? So that's the lowest I want to go is 102.20. It would be even better if we hold around 103. And holding around 103 and going sideways will probably give us a quick pop up moving forward. This week, though, is going to be consolidation. And as this consolidates to the downside, it is going to give us upside on Bitcoin and Ethereum moving forward. So let's go now to Bitcoin on a daily. And on our drawing or off. And if you guys are curious to see the fibs and the levels and explanation as to the drawings, feel free to look at yesterday's video because I pretty much showed you guys everything you need to know. Right now, what we're doing is we're consolidating sideways here. And since Dixie is getting a pullback, why wouldn't we go and test into this $27,700 level for resistance? And then if we can get rejected from there, I can assume we come back around 27, find some support, and then try again later. But right now, what it looks like is we're grinding sideways, finding support as volume is coming to a decline to the downside. And then once that occurs, obviously the path of least resistance will be coming back up. And we can look for a resistance probably like around 27.7 to see if we can claim that for higher or not. So the second you have a 4 hour open and close above 27.7, which is this wick right here, you can look for us to continue and test into probably the next level of resistance around here, like around 29,000. And then we can look for that 30,000, 31. So level by level, if we lose this $26,700 level, I would assume us to test into this 26.3 once more. But we've tapped it 3 times already with these 3 higher lows. Tapping it one more time would probably mean we're going to break down and test into a lower order block like 25,000. And then we can look for sideways support and then up. So today's New York Open is going to be very important to see how price action reacts. Please be ready and keep that in mind. Let's go quickly to a 4 hour time frame on Bitcoin. And yeah, you can see we had 3 attempts to break out, 3 hills of distribution. This to roll down over and to come test into 25,200. So probably very likely. If you look at cumulative delta, actually show them another picture. Cumulative delta says that there's an opportunity for us to actually poke up over here into 27,700, and then we can see if we're going to hold it or not. But excuse me, in my opinion, this is not a bad area to take a long stop loss underneath. You can take a short stop loss above. The price action is so tight, you're minimizing um, your potential loss. Your range is over here from 27,700 to 26,300. That's less than. Yeah, it's about 1,000, 1,500. I can't do math this early in the morning. I actually tried to count on my fingers right there. That's what that silence was. I've not had my coffee yet, so I apologize. But yeah, that does look like it wants to roll over a little bit, take some liquidity down here. Then it could try back again. Delta is saying that it already found some support, and that if we can just hold this level here at 26.3, it'll probably look for a poke up higher for a liquidity grab of people who are trying to short the low. So keep that in mind moving forward. Let's go to a daily on ETH, see how ETH is doing. And here is ETH on a daily time frame. As you can see, ETH is a little bit worse than Bitcoin because it's actually been grinding under the EMA, the white EMA. For ETH, that would be around 1860. And consolidating under 1860 is not a bad thing, but it looks like cumulative delta is also saying that, hey, we have gained support, we're testing support, and now that we're holding this level, upside should be next. This kind of looks like they want to test back into 1860 to see if we can get that level claimed or not. If we do get a 4 hour open close above 1850, 1860, I would naturally think the next target is going to be around 1950. And then after that, I'll be looking for 2000 and then 2150. If you lose this $1,800 level on a 4 hour open and close, I'll be looking for 1770 as support, but it's been tapped 3 times just like Bitcoin did. If we roll over from here, I'll be looking at 1700, and then we can look for around 1600. So basically $100 drops. Uh, from 18 to 17, 17 to 16, 16 to 15 kind of situation can happen on the drop of ETH, following a descending channel for that third leg down, and then you can look for an inverse head and shoulder reversal, and then you can see the upside from there. So it's going to take some time to consolidate out. Here's a 4 hour time frame here. You can see that we're consolidating under 1815 for a very, very, very long time. I mean, if you hope all the other stuff doesn't. If you look at this drawing, that's about 10 days that we have been going in that same path of sideways. Yeah, about 10 days. So yeah, any point now we can break this range. If I do this, cumulative delta now is actually getting rejected on the 4 hour time frame from the largest EMA, and that's why you got this leg down. So the possibility of you testing up and down in this tight range is there again. And you guys know that when it's in a range situation like this, you have an opportunity to take a shot. This range right here is 1830 to about 1770. So it's like less than $100, and you can easily take a leverage short from here or take a long from like 1800 ish, and then write that in your range. Your stop loss for your short would be 1850. Your stop loss for your long would be around 1760, and then that's not a bad attempt of taking a trade. Through cumulative delta on a 4 hour time frame, it looks like the short is more advantageous for a liquidity grab of the low before you can even try to come to these higher points. You had lower highs this whole time. You thought you had a break of structure of going upside, but these are all lower highs again. For it to not take out this lower high here would be very surprising to me. I think you would probably take that out first and then look for a reversal when you get the opportunity. So just keep that in mind. You have a lot of possibilities with this sideways price action. It kind of looks like it wants to poke up on the higher time frame anyway. Dixie is kind of keeping everything in check. Daily does not look that healthy for upside. I'll just say that on cumulative delta. This does not look like it wants to go up. It's finding support, but it can lose it right now after rejecting one. Dixie is trekking along, so we can keep our eye on that. Aside from those coins, I'm going to show you my other favorite coin right now, Pepe. And then on Pepe, you can see that the daily is saying that it wants to look for a little bit lower. So taking your longs over here, be careful. If you're short, I can understand why. Going to a 4 hour time frame, you can see that it looks like the 4 hour, the new one that's about to open, might actually flip for a little bit upside test. Sorry. There you go. So this 4 hour can be possible reversal if it closes healthy, depending on this cumulative delta. And you can look for a poke probably back up into like 160, 166. But that depends on how this closes. I mean, you got 39 minutes. If this closes in succession of downside, just like continued sell off into the close, into that 4 hour close, then I will be waiting for the next 4 hour to show me some sideways before I take a long. And yeah, patience is key on this, but we have started the uptrend on this is trying to start, but that harsh rejections that we got for these lower highs is why it's taking time for someone to accumulate up over here. Right now, you're in the posture of downside because this red EMA can possibly cross over the 21. But if that cross doesn't happen, that 4 hour close can prevent it. The next 4 hour can open and just launch on up into this like bull flag situation that we have, and you get another one of these poke of liquidity up higher. Make a nice little W from this higher low to this higher low to this higher low. 3 higher lows, make it inverse head and shoulder for up. So I got my fingers crossed, and I am in this long. I understand why people are going to take a short, but I'm not going to take that short yet. But I am in a long from around here. So aside from that, guys, I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you're trading carefully. If you have any questions or concerns, give me a holler. If you want to trade with me live, go to the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that help the channel growth. I really, really appreciate you guys using that. Aside from that, if you guys have any other questions or concerns, just leave it in the comment section. If you could leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, press the bell button for notifications if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video, if not in the Discord live itself. Thank you. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.